did. Stephanie, are you so proud? I did it. Yay. Hey, everybody, it's me, Debi Beebe, and you're on Ice Best You. Team Express Business Zoom. We're here every Monday night at 5:30 p.m. PST. And we get to learn from all the trainers that jump on here, all the leaders that jump on here and just share the goodness of the business that we have. I'm going to do a little recognition. I'm going to do a little announcements, and then we are going to get to work. So grab your pens, grab your paper, and you're going to take some notes, and then we're going to share some of our notes that we take. So be ready to play full out. You know, we used to have that old adage in Isogenics or any business that how you do one thing is how you do everything. I don't know that I believe truly in that, but tonight I'm going to believe it, and I'm going to put it out there. So how you do this thing is how you do everything in your Isogenics business. So I'm going to ask you, play full out, and if you're not playing full out, then maybe you have a hobby, and that's okay. But I know a lot of you on here are doing business, and whether it's full-time or part-time, I know that this is important to you to learn and have the tools, and we're going to interflect before we go straight into tools, and that is part of your tools. All right, so I'm going to give a big congratulations, and what do you do when we have people winning? What do we do? Yeah, we do some applause. We get excited. We have Debbie and Jeff Beebe that have a new consultant, and that is Angie and Kevin McCann. Woo! Yeah. And then, oh, goodness sakes, I think I'm going to let this person announce their new consultant. Mr. Roy Savage, you have a new consultant?
I do. I want to congratulate Amanda. She just joined Isogenics underneath me not even a week and a half ago, and she's already made Crystal executive. Congratulations.
Crystal consultant. I love
sorry.
how you've got
executive
that
on the brain.
I would love it. Crystal executive. Yeah, Amanda, let's go.
Right.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
But I love that forward speak.
We've already got a couple of events in the books.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we need to definitely do some events. We're going to remind me to talk about that if I forget that. Okay. Because that's super important, you guys, events. Okay, I am going to do some leaders in the loop. I'm sure you all got on isogenicsbusiness.com and you all know what's going on, but I'm just going to kind of go over them just a little bit. We have an all associates call, and that is on, is that Wednesday the 23rd? It's on my calendar. Is it on?
So
no, it's
Thursday.
on Thursday. Thank you. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's 4 o'clock, California, just in case you don't know. That's 4 o'clock on Thursday. Now, they're going to announce some things, and you're going to want to be there. So don't miss that. Be there or be completely square for sure. They're going to talk about earning a once-in-a-lifetime trip. And I'm pretty sure the trip has to do with like something like this. Just saying. So if you get that, then great. If you don't, then be there. All right, we have our new and improved IsoPulse. Y'all see that? Y'all got that? You got your IsoPulse going on? You got that figured out? Okay, hokey pokey. If you have a $100 order and it has a hokey pokey in it, we have free shipping for the next 24 hours. So make sure you've got some hokey pokey going on. I still need to order some more myself. Let's see, customer care update starting February 1st. We are not having customer care on Saturdays anymore. And do you want to know why? Because this excites the crud out of me. We can always look at something as a gain or a loss, right? Oh no, we don't have customer care on Saturdays anymore. We can't call in on Saturday. That's sad. That's terrible. You know why? Because people haven't been needing it. What? That is great. People have not been needing customer care on Saturday. So starting February 1st, they're no longer going to have that. However, we always have chat and they get right to you. So that's really great in your back office. You can start a chat if you have a question. We have those double PIBs that are still going on until March 30th. You enroll somebody Monday through Sunday within the business week. Your PIB, your product bonus, what you get is usually 20%. If you have 2 people Monday through Sunday, you get 40%. So goodness gracious, go, go, go. And you know what? Anybody enroll can do the same thing. So we all pay the same. We all get paid the same. Help your people make some money and get their products paid for and be in that Eat for Free club. We've got the vision tour going on with CEO Sharon Walsh and Dr. Paul Arciero. They're going to be in Carmel, Indiana, February 6th. That's beautiful. And then Tristan's going to be in Carmel, Indiana, March 4th. So get in your back office, get your tickets. You might not live in Indiana, but I'm sure you know some people, or you might start building a team around that area. Let them know about that and get them there. We've got another Monday night Zoom with Hillary, Courtney, and Tristan. Next Monday night, 5 p.m. PST, like we just got off, the call we just got off, and Tristan will be training on that one. And then I think that's it. I think I'm caught up, and that's exciting. All right, you got your pen and paper.
Before you get going,
Oh,
those doubles, those doubles,
yeah.
guys, just to make everybody clear, it's the 30-day reset, premium pack,
Oh, thank you.
value pack, and ultimate pack. Those are the packs that qualify for it. So make sure, oh, I put in the enrollment. Oh, but I just did this and this. It doesn't qualify. You have to start with one of those. You can build on it, but those are the packs that qualify for that. So please know that, and let's rock and roll.
That's beautiful. And thank you for stopping me right there, because I need to throw it over to Down Under, to our executive team down under in Australia, Mr. Mark Greer, because did you look into some of the specials or the things, the promos that are going on? Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so currently they've got a promo down here based on enrollments and building consultants. So you get points for every enrollment, and then obviously points for consultants. So to qualify, they're taking 10 people to Colorado, including a celebration ticket, is valued about $4,000. That's $4,000 for the Americans. Just want to make sure you understand that. Yeah, so minimum 100 BV qualifying order. And once you hit that qualifying 10 enrollment points and 4 rank advancement points, you go in the draw, and they're taking 10. Okay, so I'll put it up on the page today. Sorry, I've been busy to and from the hospital recently, so with a family member, but I'll throw it up on the page today.
Yes, awesome. Thank you. That is so great. And so we all expect to see Mr. Mark Greer in Colorado. No pressure. You will be there. I just know it. Right?
Jules will kill me if we don't.
Okay. That's perfect.
Hey, Debbie, who's got their celebration ticket?
Yeah, who has their celebration ticket?
Hands up.
Everybody?
Okay,
Everybody?
we're doing business, so you got to get it. Let's go.
Whoop, whoop. Yep. I love it, Elizabeth. That's awesome. Yes. Okay. And then because you talked about events, and I think this is like super, do you have your hand raised, Jeff, or is that just from
No, I'm trying to mute.
All right. You know, I kind of hit on it a little bit at that other Zoom, but I really want to talk to you guys about doing your own event. And, you know, an event can be, you can get on a Zoom, that can be an event if that's what you have to do. An event could be you're going to, you know, meet a couple people in Starbucks and really let them know, maybe watch the video on your laptop and draw out the you share, they share, you know, get really good at that and get them enrolled that way. Or maybe an event is going to be in your home and you're going to have people come over and you're going to throw a video up on, you know, your TV screen, and you're going to showcase the Isagenix products and have some stories, have some people there, you know, or tell some stories of people, you know. An event doesn't have to be 50,000 people. An event could be just a couple of people. So when we talk about doing an event, don't think, oh my gosh, I don't know, you know, 50,000 people. I only know 2. That's okay, because the more you do that, you grab 2 people, and then next time maybe they're going to grab 2 people, and then maybe next time they're going to grab 2 people. Oh wait, what's that? You share, they share, you share, they share, repeat, blah, 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 right? And your event will grow, and then maybe you're going to have 10 people in your house, and then maybe you're going to have to get a venue. Like, it's amazing, and that's how you're going to grow your business. And maybe you're going to have that first event and nobody shows up. Practice anyway. And then the next time, maybe I don't know, your mom shows up. practice anyway and keep doing it. And the more that you do that, it's not just you're going to get better, you're going to attract better because you're putting it out in the universe that you are there, you are present, you are available. And so the universe is going to deliver people on that just because you've upped your attractor factor, or you're, I don't know, like Rhonda Collier likes to say, a magnet, right? And people are just going to be drawn to you. If you sit in your house and go, I don't know anybody, I don't know how to do an event, then you're right. And that's all you're going to keep getting. So let's talk about, or think about, or call your upline, or call people that are doing an event and say, how are you having success? And what do you suggest? And be open to that. But the next thing is you can be open, you can call, you can ask, you can write down, you can do all this stuff. You have to get into action. You have to do what has been told or what you've asked. You have to go out and physically do it. And it might not just happen overnight. In fact, it probably won't just happen overnight. You have to keep doing. So the next, I'd say 2 months, how many events could you have? Maybe write that number down on your page. How many events, including a Zoom, including maybe a 3-way chat on a call, including Starbucks or going to your local cafe and grabbing a couple of girlfriends. Grab a couple of girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever you want to call them, friends, and maybe they're not interested, and say, you know what, I know you're not really interested, but I need to practice. And then you can get your rhythm with that. So events are where it's at. People are done, I think people are done with events on Zoom. Actually, I'm lying. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to claim it, because I think however I can get the information to people, they're excited and entertained and want more of that. So I'm going to delete that. I am going to say, I think people are really desiring some human touch, looking in people's eyes and being able to touch their hands and all of that. So the more you can get in front of people, practice, the more attractive you are going to be in the Isagenix business space and helping people get started. And why is that important? Because we are a results-driven company. We're 85% product users, and we have always been that way. Why? Because it works and the science is solid and we're not on trial. So make sure that you're starting to do events. And if you have some dates in the calendar, then message us, let us know, put it up in the team pages, go in the back office and put it up under the ARE, put up your event, invite people, let other Isagenix people know they can come and help you with the event. There's just so many things that we can do. And what I said on the last Zoom that I think is really important, a wise business person told me this years and years ago, way before Isagenix, is if you want to attract more people into whatever your business is, always give value for free. Give some kind of value, because you're asking somebody to come in and do business. Give them something, right? Give them something. And whether it's content, maybe it's a resource, or it's information that they really need to help them out in life. Whatever it is, don't hold the value back. Give that value, and that will help build your business also. That's not why we give value, but it is another attractor factor. So there's that. Get your pens and papers out. I wasn't even going to talk about that. That was a soapbox. All right. Everybody got your pens and paper out? I'm going to do a little exercise that I did with a very beautiful person yesterday. I see her smile, so I know that she knows the exercise that we're going to do. I think this is a phenomenal exercise, and this is mindset. So we're going to start with mindset, and then we're going to go into the you share, they share. This is mindset, and this is really important. So I'm going to ask you to write down 3 of your top strengths. 3 of your top strengths. Write them down. What are they? And be willing to share, because we're going to play full out. 3 of your top strengths. I should have music going. Studying music. And when you're finished with that, put a 2 in the chat, because it's my favorite number besides 12. And I need a pen. This is good. I appreciate you guys playing full out. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. All right. It looks like just about everybody's got it going on. Yeah. Everybody's done. Looks like it. All right. I am going to shoot it over to, let's go with Shelly. Shelly, can you unmute? Are you Shelly?
Yep.
Awesome. Hi, Shelly.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? That daughter of yours is just like dancing everywhere. So fun to
Yeah.
watch that. I love that. Thank you
She's
for
doing well.
Okay, so Shelly, share with me your 3 top.
Okay, so probably easy going with my friends.
Okay.
I would say I'm very organized
Mm,
and I'm also very flexible.
ooh, okay. That's beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna grab a couple more people. Rhonda.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, honey. Okay, that was great. Thank you. I wrote down visionary, resilient, loving.
Oof. Okay, loving. Rhonda leads with love always.
And vision.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Jeff Beebe. Did you want to go?
Oh, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to talk. I want to say what mine are. I
I'm
love it.
caring, I'm loyal, and bold up front. Bold and upfront is streak.
Caring, loyal, and
Bold and upfront.
and upfront. Okay. I didn't even get to write my 1, 2, 3. You said those so fast. All right. Okay, and I'm gonna do one more. Does anybody just have like this desire, like it's gonna pop out of their mouth if I don't call on them? Yes, Kimberly.
Okay, yes, that's me. I love to talk. I'm a total people person and I am outgoingly optimistic.
Outgoingly.
I had to combine those because it equaled 4, so I made it 1.
All right, that's awesome. And if the rest of you want to share and just put in the chat, you know, what your 3 top. Okay, now here's what I want to say about these things. And this is the exercise that I did yesterday. If you called me and you said, you know, I don't know, my business is either flat, or I don't know how to do the business, or I don't know how to reach out to people because, you know, salespeople, or I'm just trying to think of some of the things that maybe anybody have something, another excuse why business, or scared of business, or any, can you think of just off the top of the head what, yeah, Roy, what would somebody say?
For me personally, and I used when I was first wanting to do this, I I don't have a huge a circle of friends. I don't have a lot of contacts per se, but then when I looked at the truth of the matter is, like, I know a shit ton of people. I should be reaching out to every single person I know instead of limiting myself to just the people that I have a really good, solid relationship with, because now I'm relationship building.
Okay, stop right there and then tell me what were your 3.
My 3 were resilient, compassionate, and world's greatest papa.
You're cute. Okay,
That is
compassionate.
not my title. It was given to me.
Okay. Great. But what are your 3? You've got resilient and compassionate. What is yours? Your last one.
Protective.
Your top.
Protective.
Protective. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So if somebody, thank you, Roy. So if somebody called me and told me anything about their business, that they thought that it was flat, or they don't know how to do it, or they don't have enough friends, or, you know, I don't want to be a slimy salesperson, or blah, 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 blah. This is the exercise that I would do with them. And I would ask them what their top 3 things, their top three strengths are and how that can relate to your business. Because I think in the world nowadays, we kind of are taught to not toot our own horn. We're not taught to look at what we're really great at. And as I read through this list right now that you guys gave me, like easy going with my friends, organized, flexible, visionary, resilient, loving, caring, loyal, bold, love to talk, I can't read my own writing, outgoingly, optimistic, resilient, compassionate, protective. If I look at just those words right there, I think of so many leaders in Isogenics, and that describes them. And I think if we focus on our gifts and our strength of what we have to offer, and we bring in the Isogenics business and the products that Isogenics has, and we go to share with anybody anywhere, then our businesses would not be flat, and we would make more friends, and we're not slimy persons because we have all these gifts to share along with Isogenics. So I really want people anywhere, anytime to focus on what are your strengths and bring that into your business. Because if that's your strength, if you're telling me that's your strength, then to me, that's your natural persona. That is you. That is you. Bring you into your business. Celebrate the parts that are you. Don't celebrate, let's say, yeah, what am I not? No, I think I'm all of this. I was gonna pick something that I don't think I am, right? But
You're not quiet.
I'm not quiet. Nobody said quiet. I am not quiet.
I was just gonna say that. That's hysterical.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. So if that was on the list, right? I'm not gonna, let's pretend Claire is quiet, okay? I'm not gonna go, well, I can't do business because I'm not like Claire. She's quiet, right? I want Claire to celebrate I'm quiet, and that attracts other quiet people. Like, I understand people in their quietness. I can address that. I can tone it down, because if I were Debi Beebe, I couldn't be loud because I'm quiet, right? So that's kind of not the best example, but think about your gifts, your strength. What are those top three? And bring that into your business. Celebrate that into your business. And those are the people you're going to be attracting into your business. So when we think about Isogenics and doing business, here's the component to this. And we think about sales, and this is so highly important right now. And I'm sorry if you've heard this training before, but it's small, it's short, it's little, and so highly important. So important. Sales are the highest paid profession. And without sales, none of us would have anything, not even groceries. So I want you to think about that. The world runs on sales, and buyers, right? So I want you to think about, we are all involved in sales because we're at least buying something that somebody sells. And now being in Isogenics, we're selling. And some people like to say, I don't want to sell, I'm just sharing. Okay, it's kind of the same thing, except for you're in business and you're doing sales. And sales aren't a bad thing. Sales are a way that we are getting information out to people. People want to buy what we have, and we stop people from getting healthier or even having a business and making money if we are not showing up with our top three strengths and showing them what we have with Isogenics. We're stopping somebody from being healthy. We're stopping somebody from releasing 100 pounds. We're stopping somebody from having an extra $500 a month. If we are not showing up and doing sales, then we are not helping people globally. So I want you to think about sales in a different way. Because have you ever bought something and really appreciated something that you bought? And can you imagine if that salesperson didn't show up with the goods that you needed? Because they thought, ooh, slimy sales. I don't want to be slimy and sell my friends, I don't know, all their groceries. Like, think about it that way. Something you really needed, aren't you glad somebody sold it to you? Like maybe your car, your house. Like, think about these things. Sales are not ugly, slimy, gross. Sales are the highest paid profession. And sales are how we build our Isogenics business. And sales in Isogenics business is how we help others get healthy and or wealthy, because without health, we don't have wealth, and without wealth, we don't have our health. And here's my example on sales. Early on in my business, with a highly decorated military retired man, I know nothing about the military, so please forgive me. He listened to me on a call and I enrolled somebody. And after I got off the call, he walked up to me and he said, "Wow, you're a really good salesperson." Here's what I heard. "Wow, you're a really good salesperson. You just really like hooked them, didn't you? You just really got them into your slimy little business." That's what I heard. That's not what he said. And I about bit his head off and said, "What? I'm good at sales. I am just trying to help somebody." And he said, "Whoa, I'm trying to compliment you, because sales is one of the hardest professions and one of the highest paid professions. And if you get it in your mind correctly, then you will succeed." And so I think a lot of times, and this is maybe a hard conversation for some of us to grasp, we need to really realize sales is the highest paid profession. Isogenics isn't on trial. We have all had results. We all know people that have results. Our science is solid, and we have a mission. It is our responsibility to get out there and help people with our Isogenics and with our strengths. So how can you take your strength in what your top 3 strengths, how can you put that into your Isogenics business? One of my strengths is I love people. I love people and I can talk to anybody. Does that mean it always is perfect and great? No, because I talked with Tracy about this the other day. It can be awkward. It can be weird sometimes. And you walk away from the conversation going, "What just happened?" Like, you can, and you move on. You don't focus on that, right? Because there's so many beautiful conversations. I can talk to anybody and I love people. I love people and I can talk to anybody. Do you think that's good in an Isogenics business? Yeah, Rhonda's she's a visionary and she's loving. What else did she say? Resilient. Resilient is really good in sales, right? Somebody says no, Rhonda's gonna go, "Oh no, they said no, I'm gonna quit." No, Rhonda's not gonna do that. Rhonda's gonna go, "They said no, that means not now. I'm gonna call them next week." Like, because why? Because she's loving, and loving is confronting, and loving means you keep going. And she's a visionary. So she's a visionary. She sees the future and what can happen in her life and their life. So she's going to keep going. She's going to bring those 3 strengths into her business. Shelly, you're easygoing with your friends. You're organized. Heck yeah, organization in a business, right? Flexible. Oh, you can't make this phone call? Okay, how about this time? Like, being flexible is great. If we take our strengths and not just think that there's something outside of us, outside of our Isogenics business, if we really embrace our strengths and think, how can that correlate? How can I make this match up with my Isogenics business so I can really help people? Then, wow, you're going to have that it factor, that wow factor, because you've embraced that part of you. And I really want you to take that into your mindset. And I want you to focus on your greatness in your strengths. And you know what? You can hone them in and you can add some more strengths. And probably while we were talking or people shared theirs, you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm that too. Oh yeah, I'm that too." Write it down. Plaster it on your walls, on your computer, on your mirror, and say, "I am that. I am all of that." Like, really focus on how great and what your strengths are, because there's greatness there and there'll be greatness in your business. Does that make sense to everybody? Did anybody think of another strength they have? Because I would love to hear it. You can unmute. Tell me your strength.
Yes, I had one that wasn't mentioned, and that's energy.
Energy. Energy wins every time, Ken. Energy wins every time. Energy and excitement.
And positive.
I
And
think-
positive. Positive energy.
Perfect.
I think Amy has energy with those what do you call them? Sound bowls.
Amanda?
Amanda, I mean, Amanda.
Yeah. I had actually put down caring, approachable, and driven.
Okay.
But yes,
And you have a business.
I do. Yes.
Business that is gonna just boom even more with Isogenics too. Like, I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Yeah. So say your three again.
Driven,
Yeah.
approachable, and open and warm is what I said, and then caring. But I really liked the energy too, because that plays into it, it factors into it in so many levels. So I love that. That was a good one.
Right. And can you see how your strengths really show up in your existing business and how
Yeah.
it could be in the Isogenics field also? Can you see how
And
your strengths?
it does. It's so interesting in how the businesses collaborate together. But then also it's interesting because it's taken me years to realize that this is the underlying person that I was. And it's taken me years to realize that it's okay to be that person. So
That's beautiful. And it's okay to not be another person, because we say, in Isogenics, we say systems duplicate, personalities don't. And if you guys notice, we all probably have a little bit of all of that, because it's an attractor factor, and we all attract like minds for sure. But we also have our own strengths that are our top 3 or 5 or 10, right? That are very, very strong. And it's so important that systems duplicate, we got that. But it's really important to realize that your own strength is really the driver in your business, and not strive to be like somebody else. Like, Jeff has different strengths, and we both love people and we both love to talk. Ooh, boy, we both have that, but we have different strengths in our business. And to celebrate that, we had to like work that out for sure, because we're working under the same roof, under the same business. But it's so beautiful when we start to celebrate the differences in strengths, because they all work. They all work as long as we are honoring that and grateful for our own, and not going, gosh, I wish I was this superpower athlete like Mark Greer, because then my business, no, my business is going to be great just because of my strengths. So I really want everybody to grab that mindset and know that you've got this. The only thing that might be stopping you from a bigger business is you stopping you from a bigger business, because you're not doing the action steps. And then that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about those action steps. And it is here again, because I feel like when we got in Isogenics, it was a really big thing. You share, they share, repeat. That was a really big thing. And I feel like we kind of got away from it. Now we're going to go back into that, because just showing somebody you share, they share, repeat, just having that in your mindset on how somebody can get their health for free, because nobody should have to pay for health, or have their meals or their weight release, any of their goals, or just how they can make an extra income on some solid science and some solid products. That's a beautiful thing. So systems duplicate, personalities don't. You're going to take your strengths, keep writing them down, write them everywhere, please, and celebrate them, and celebrate your teammates' strengths, because it's a beautiful thing. And then let's practice you share, they share. Ken, I see you having your hand up.
Yes. Yes, thank you. I was thinking, what qualities in other people? I'm hearing all these, as we all are, and oh my God, well, that's one that I didn't think of, and that one, I think of that about myself, for example. And I was looking at you, Debbie, and you, Jeff, and you, Rhonda, in particular, and I had written down things for myself, including yourselves: loving and caring, resilience, those things, how you love to talk with people, anybody. And those are all great qualities. But in addition, and I think really important, and I want to mention these because I think it is about what you guys are about, and this is about, and that's compassion, passion, very passionate, and it's contagious in a positive, wonderful way. And the other one is inspiration. You are very inspiring. The three of you, I think it's extremely difficult to say no to you. I've always felt that and believe that. And the word inspiration, the word inspire, literally means to breathe life into. And I'll leave it at that. I think it's great. And Kimberly, I just want to say, Kimberly, your three, your four describe you to a T. Beautiful.
Oh, Ken, thank you. I think Ken's strength is he's a love bug. So loving. Thank you, Ken. You are always, and if you guys have ever, had the honor of having Ken message or text you, he's always just all love. And so thank you. Thank you, Ken. That's beautiful. And look at that. So what did Ken do? He did exactly what I was talking about. And I just briefed on it, is we should, Kimberly, we should be celebrating our strengths and the strengths of our teammates. And that's what Ken just did. He just celebrated what he saw. And I appreciate that. And I feel that I can do that better in my own team. And I really want to show gratitude and celebrate the strengths. I'm going to celebrate this really fast, and then I'm going to pass it over to Kimberly, and then we're going to talk about the tools that you share, But I do want to celebrate Greg. Greg is like making images, and he's like, this is his strength out. Like, how can I support the team? Here's how I can show up and support the team. Here, look what I just made. And I think that's beautiful, and I honor that. And Greg, I want to thank you for that. That is a great strength. That is support, team support. That is a team player. And I appreciate that because you're newer to the team. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Don't forget the songs. I mean, holy cow, the guy's making up songs about the team.
Hey,
Yeah.
Debbie,
Yeah.
we don't need to unmute, but Wayne's released 20.5
That's good. Celebrate that.
pounds. He's been on 29 days.
That's
Something like that,
awesome.
a month and a half, I think it is. So
39 days.
39 days,
Awesome.
over 20
Congratulations.
pounds. How cool is that?
Okay. Congratulations. That is a fantastic. And I do see that I've got Kimberly and Mark, you guys, and we're almost, we've got 15 minutes left max. I do want to go, you share, they share, and I do want everybody practicing that because that's what's going to duplicate. So I really want to make sure that we're going over that. Kimberly, I'm going to throw it to you. Mark, I'll throw it to you. And then I really want everybody keep your pen and paper out because we're all going to draw this together. Kimberly.
Okay, I will be quick. Ken, thank you. And it's back to you. Your support is so genuine to this whole team. And for those that don't know Ken, he is cheerleader next level. So I just wanted to say that. Also, on what he was saying, I want to say when it comes to whatever we think we don't have, we can borrow it from each other without being each other. And so I want to say one of the things that inspired me on what Ken was saying about Debbie, Jeff, and Rhonda, authentic, transparent, humble, and consistent. Thank you guys for leading the way. And by the way, Debbie, you are on fire tonight. Okay, that's all.
Thank you. Thank you. My strength, fire. Oh, no. All right, Mark, did you want to add something in?
Just quickly what you were saying about sales and using everyone's strengths is sales is about feature and a benefit. It's not just having a feature without a benefit, okay? People won't relate. And the second thing is what I think is a feature and a benefit may not be the same for someone else. So you've got to ask those questions. What do they want? What are they looking for? What are their struggles? And then you can hone in, for example, say, geez, that sounds like Debbie. Okay, I'd love to tell you about Debbie and her transformation, or Jeff. So use the strengths of everyone else and the transformations, okay? So it's all about the transformation. So we've all had it, and that's our strength. And then you can get someone else to relate that might relate to that person, a nurse to a nurse or whatever. So it's always a feature and benefit, a feature and a benefit to sales, but you got to find out what is their trigger. Anyway, that's just a little tip.
I love that. I love that, feature and benefit. And that's definitely, Isogenics right there. That's perfect. And that's Isogenics strength. So there's our flex, right? to bring the two together. I love that. Okay, everybody's got their pen and paper. We're gonna do some simple math. Jeff, you can unmute and you can help me out with this. I don't mind, because it's always nice to hear from you. Here's what I trained on the last call, and I really want you guys, if you weren't on it, and even if you were on it, this is homework. I want you to go back when it gets posted, and I want you to listen to the Zoom that we just had with Isogenics, because it gives tips and things from Jeff and I and from Hillary on how to get people started, how to do reach outs like we did. I think it was so fast, but it was so good because it was all of our business in 30 minutes. Like, it's all you need, really. It really is. And I think that we start polluting it with so many things going on. And right there, I'm going to give the plug for isobestyoutraining.com, quick tools. That gives you everything you need along with the graphics. So remember, you've got that also. But anyway, you've got your paper, and at the top of your paper, you're going to draw a circle. And this is you. Okay, you can even zhuzh it up a little bit. You can put a smiley face if you want to. I do this on calls with people. When I'm going to tell them you share, they share, I'm not going to say, okay, now let me tell you about you share, they share, repeat. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to talk to you about getting your products paid for. However you're feeling with your client, whatever your strength is, whatever your verbiage is, don't use corporate speak when you're talking to somebody that they didn't come to you for business. They came to you to get some kind of physicality or health or whatever. Talk to them about getting their products paid for. Or Jeff likes to use Eat for Free Club. Let's get you in the Eat for Free Club. Let me show you how this pack is only going to cost you 70, 80 bucks for the month, and we're going to replace 54 to 60 meals and get your health. Let me show you that. Let me show you how to grab a couple of your friends and help them also, because they also, let me just show you this real fast. So at the top of the page, draw a circle. And I draw it too while I'm on the phone. I know Kimberly knows this. I draw it while I'm on the phone. It keeps me on track. And then I feel like they're on track with me. And if they get confused, I've been drawing it. I'm present. I'm paying attention to where we're at. So if they get confused or lost, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, just go back up to the top of your page, draw a circle, write your name next to it because that's you, or write you. And then you can make a face on it if you want. Like, I can, depends on who I'm talking to. Maybe I'm having some fun with them. All right, now, after you draw the circle at the top of your page, I want you to put 2 legs on that circle and, kind of slant them out like they're legs, like you're going to put feet on the bottom of them, but don't put feet on the bottom. So draw a line from the circle on the left, and then draw a line on the circle from the right. And at the bottom of those legs, I want you to draw another circle. All right, got your circles? So you got you, and then you have the lines, and then you have a circle at the bottom of each line, right? Oh, perfect. You win. Hey, overachiever. Too far, overachiever. Put your paper down. I'm not that. Stop. All right. Now, in each circle, who's your ride or die? Who's the person that you're calling in the middle of the night because you're too drunk to drive? No, I don't say that. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. I don't say that. Who's your ride or die? If you broke down in the middle of the night, who's the person you're calling and they're going to come pick you up? They're going to come help you. Who's your ride or die? I mean, if you want to say you're too drunk to drive, but don't do that. Don't drink and drive. Okay, write their name in that circle. All right, I'm going to write mine. All right, and then in the other circle, if that ride or die doesn't answer, who's the next best person that's going to come pick you up? Who's the person that's going to bail you out of jail? Who's that person? Put their name. Perfect. All right. So here's what I want you to do next to these people. All right. We just got you started with the value pack, and it was $650, right? That's what you just paid for it. Well, your 2 ride or dies, they're going to get the same system that you started with because they're going to want the same results. And, if I'm talking to a girl, I might lightly or jokingly say, us girls don't even go to the bathroom by ourselves. So your girlfriends are going to be really mad at you if you, start dropping weight and looking all sexy in your bikini and you didn't tell them, right? You need to tell them now. So Mary, that's my name that I have down there, Mary, and the other one's Clara. They're going to get the value pack too, because we're all going to do this together, my accountability partners. Now, when Mary gets started on that value pack, Isagenix is going to give a 20% rebate or money back as a thank you to you for helping Mary get started. So what do you think? Maybe you got your calculator there. What do you think 20% of $650 is?
It's basically 125.
Okay, perfect. So write that down next to Mary's name or whoever your name is, 125, right? Okay. And then Clara, same thing. So how much would that be for you helping Clara get started? How much is that?
125.
125. Okay, perfect. Now, here's what I want you to do, because until March 30th, Isagenix has this promo going on. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the number 125, and I want you to double it. What is that?
500. With the $50 consultant
No,
bonus.
we
it's
haven't got there
550.
yet. We haven't got there yet.
Okay.
We haven't got there yet. So what is it if you double it?
Oh,
250
250.
per person.
250.
Okay, 250 for Mary, the one I have on the left, and then cross out the one on the right and double that, and that's 250, right? So now you have 250 on both of those circles. Both of your friends, I would say friends. Okay, now on the side of your paper, on the right-hand side of your paper, I want you to write $500. Because that's what 250 and 250 is. Now, if you help, like mine are named Mary and Clara, but whoever I'm talking to on the phone has told me the names of their friends, right? And I've written that down so I can keep on track with them, who their people are. But I'm just using Mary and Clara because they're mine. Okay, so if you help Mary and you help Clara right now until March 30th on a Monday through Sunday, because that's a commission week, or that's our business week, Isagenix has taken that 125 and doubled it. You're not getting 20%. You are getting 40% of each person that you help with either an ultimate pack, a value pack, or a premium pack, right? But we all are doing value packs. So I'm pretty sure $500 is a big deal, right? And Isagenix, just because you shared with your first two people, they are so giving. They are so generous. They're giving you a $50 bonus on top of that. So write that down and add that up. What is that? What is that?
$150.
How much?
550.
550.
550 bucks.
Okay, so now I want you to take that 550. I want you to write $650. I want you to write 550 underneath.
629.
Okay, well, we used 550 for even numbers. You know, for the kindergartners. Me. Anyway, so now you've got $650, right? $550 underneath it, minus that, and what is that? $550 minus, huh?
100.
$100.
I did it with the regular pack, and it's only 79 bucks per pack.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We can talk about that in a second. $100 to have 54 to 60 meal replacements to hit your goals and to help your friends hit their goals. Now watch this, Jeff Beebe, watch this. You can help your friends do the same thing. I want you to take the circle that you put your friends' names in, and I want you to draw the little sticks underneath there. And I want you to draw circles. And your friends can get the same promo right now that you got, and so can their friends. But when you do that, let me just show you guys, like Mark showed you, when you help them help people, guess what Isagenix does?
These
They
them.
they give you $100 per person you help. Do the same thing that you just did, up to 20 people. And I'm sure you know 20 people, or at least 10 who know 10. Like, I know you know people, Roy Savage. I know you know people. And so you're going to help your friends help their friends or family. And then Isogenics is giving you $100 up to 20 people for doing that. So if you help Mary and Clara, that's an additional $200. So all in all, how much did you make so far?
50.
800.
How much did you make if we added it all up? How much did you make? Not the subtraction part.
$850.
$850. But that's not true. Because now Isogenics said, wow, you know what? Thank you so much for helping those two people. And they're going to give you another bonus of $50 plus $200. $250. They're giving you a bonus of $250. So how much did you just make?
Go ahead, Roy.
$1,100.
You just made $1,100? Pretty good, right? Better than a punch in the face. Now, I know you said you didn't want to do business. I got it. I got it. And so I'm cool, man. I'm just going to help you get your goals. However, it is my frickin' responsibility to let you know what is available with Isogenics. And maybe it's not you, but your friend really needs this. So it's our responsibility to help them. So you let me know, and I am here to help you do that. But let's give Mary and let's give Clara a call so we can get them started when you get started. So you at least have that accountability, and it'll be really fun for me to coach the three of you.
I love this.
That's so easy. It's so easy. And you know what? I'm going to use my strengths. I like to talk. I love people. And I get freaking excited when I can get people some money and some savings. Like, I get excited. That excites the crud out of me. So I'm bringing
Debbie?
my strengths, but I'm using the tools because the person that I was just talking to might not have my strengths, but they're going to bring their strengths in. They're going to get them on a call with me. And now we got strengths flying all over the place with the tools. And it's a beautiful thing. So the only thing stopping any one of us is when we stop and we're not doing it. We're not doing the action steps. And so you're going to have to ask yourself, why aren't I doing that? And I know that Jeff likes to say, well, because you made it about you. Ow, that frickin' hurts. You made it about you. You let your ego get involved. What if? You didn't take any of that resilience from Rhonda Collier, right? What if they tell me no? Well, what if they tell you no? You still get to, sit on the couch at night and cuddle up and watch Netflix, right? Okay, don't do that. Call people. What if they tell you no? It's not the end of the world. No always means not now. Always. And I've had people that maybe even ghosted. We all get ghosted. We all do. Heck, I text my daughter and I get ghosted. Like, we all get ghosted. Get over it. We all do. Right, Stephanie? I'm sure it's happened to you. Yeah. Okay. That's just the nature of the beast. It happens. Don't let it mean anything. Don't let it mean anything. I've had people that I never heard back from, and 5 years later, here they are. Hey, I really need your help. Okay, good. I just kept moving on. I didn't let a no stop me, because when we stop and start and we stop and start and we stop and start and we stop and start, we lose confidence and we make it about us, and we forget that we have those great strengths and amazing tools. And tools and systems duplicate. People don't. And there's nobody else that has your strengths or your way of showing up in the world with those strengths. And the world needs you to show up. So that's what I have for you. That's what I want to just just give to you. Like, just take that like a big old hug and a sock in the face. 'Cause
Hey, Debbie, real quick, the even if it wasn't the 40% commission, guys,
right.
and if
Thank
you just have two people that want to get started and have accountability partners with two people, it's still $750. They're too much whether their products are paid for. You can say, listen, you got, it's silly. You can do this for free for a few months if you just have a little accountability people. But anyways, I love this whole flipping training.
Thank you. Thank you. And Mark, you had something else because he's got some feature and benefit. I love that so much. I wrote it. No, I can't hear you. You're muted.
While you're talking about the payment plans, we've just had a price rise here because of the Australian dollar exchange rate. So our 30-day pack, for example, went up $50. But that's not a disadvantage, because now instead of getting 20% commission on $400, we're getting 20% commission on $450. So we made an extra $10. So price rises are good to make money if you're in business. Okay, so don't think it's a negative, it's a positive.
Yeah.
Okay, let's sell it like that. You know, so yeah, it just happened recently here. I had a few people, so turn it into a feature and a benefit. More
We can
money.
always, yes, I love that feature benefit. We can always look for something positive. Maybe, I don't want to say it's human nature looking for a negative. Maybe it's the way we're raised. When we learn to look for the positive in all of the stuff going on anywhere in our lives, there's always a lesson to be learned, and it will turn not just your business around, it will turn your relationships around. If you look for the positive and focus on the positive, doesn't mean negative doesn't happen, because it does. But when we look for the positive, it really changes a lot of things about us personally. So thanks, Mark. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else? Are we going to close it out?
Elizabeth has got a quick question in the chat about where to find the recording of the call.
Oh, well, we have our own YouTube. So Stephanie, where do we, Stephanie posts it what, on Wednesday in the YouTube channel? Is that where
Yes, it takes time to process and get it all up. So I usually get it up on Wednesdays. And there's a YouTube. I just have to send you a link. So I
Okay.
can send you a link, Elizabeth,
Perfect.
I'll just send it through Facebook. Well,
Okay. And what is the name of our channel? I always forget.
I suggest you Team Express.
There you go. Ha! I always forget that. Ha! That's funny, right? So yeah, so you can go in and find the trainings there, and Stephanie is so amazing at getting those uploaded, because if we didn't have Stephanie, you wouldn't have a recording. I'm just gonna say it's not anything I'm interested in doing, so thank God for Stephanie and her strengths. Right? And then I do want to say, before we close out, I do want to say this. Jeff made a great point. Right now, through March 30th, I gave it to you with the 40%. Heck, 20% is an amazing amount of money. It really is. So be excited about the 20. However, why not run like your hair's on fire? Jeff was like, run like your hair is on fire right now, not just for you, for the people you could help that really need, they really need to make that extra income. Like, and not even just your new people. You're part of a team. Your team benefits from the business volume flowing through, right? So your team counts on all of us too. Our team counts on us. And I had somebody ask one time, wow, if you made a certain amount of money, would you stop? No, I've asked people into this team to do business with us. My volume counts for everybody. When I enroll people, it rolls up through the people that are in. So remember, that percentage bonus is great. However, it's getting people started. If we want to talk straight business, getting people started helps your teammates too. So let's help everybody. It's a win-win all the way around. It really is. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for putting up your strengths. Please keep focusing on your strengths, and please use the tools. You share, they share, practice it out, practice it with your people on the phone, take your friends to dinner and say, hey, I need to practice this real fast. I know you're not interested, and that's cool, but let me practice it. And I guarantee when you tell somebody they're not interested, but you practice something, they get started. I guarantee it. All right, I'm gonna have Wayne, are you still on? You just got a picture up. Are you still on? And muted and unmute.
Sorry, I'm still here.
Okay, you're still there. I want you to go ahead and take us out with a 1, 2, 3 Isogenics. Everybody unmute, and congratulations again to you, Wayne, for your release, and congratulations to Roy for the 100-pound club. I mean,
And hitting consultant, Crystal Consultant. Great
and
job.
consultant for Amanda, like,
And
just
Amanda hitting consultant.
congratulations.
Great job, girl.
Yes,
Thank you.
congratulations, and thank
All
you guys
right.
for pull out. Thank you, thank
Awesome
you.
training.
All
All right.
right. 3, 2, 1. Isogenics.
Isogenics! Woohoo!
Genetics, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
Thank you
Isogenics.
guys. Thanks,
Thank
Debbie.
you. Thank
You
you.
Thank you,
guys.
guys. Wonderful.
Night,
Thank you.
Training.
Thank
Wonderful,
you.
wonderful. Thank you all.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.
Great
Bye.
training,
night.
Debbie. You were on fire.
You.
On fire.